Shabazz at the Chess Drum, and we're in Atlanta, Georgia for the second HBCU Chess Classic. We just finished the fourth round and we're going into the finale, and there are some very tough matchups coming up, and we'll give a report later. But currently, I am with Hampton University's Breon McCray, who's the president of the HU Chess Club, and I'm just going to talk to him about HU Chess, how that's developing, and how they're finding this tournament. So, Breon, welcome to the Chess Drum audience. Can you tell us a bit about yourself?
So hey, my name is Breon McCray III. I'm an electrical engineering major, material science and engineering minor junior from Detroit, Michigan, attending Hampton University. And I love chess.
So let me ask you a question. How did you end up going to Hampton all the way from Detroit?
So let me tell you how good God is. I didn't know that I even applied to Hampton University until the day I got the acceptance letter, like literally. I got the acceptance letters. I was planning to go to University of Pittsburgh. However, I got that and I decided to go to an HBCU, not only just for the experience and the opportunity, but Detroit isn't really the greatest area, and I wasn't in a very safe area. So I went somewhere as far as possible from home, trying to escape some problems.
Well, I'm from Chicago, so we're neighbors and I guess some rivals. But where did you go to school in Detroit?
So I went to two schools in high school. I went to Old Redford Preparatory High School, and I went to North Farmington High School. That's the school I graduated from.
Okay, yeah.
Class
Actually,
2021.
There was a Detroit delegation that came last
year.
the
Detroit City Chess Club. I've met some of those guys.
You know them?
Yeah, I know some of those guys. I'm still connected with them. I love those guys. Shout out Wise Guys Chess Club as well. Shout out Dominic. He was supposed to be our coach. Something had happened. Shout out those guys. I wish they could be here now.
So tell us about HU Chess. Hampton University is one of the premier HBCUs, and you all are nicknamed the Pirates.
Right.
But the HU Chess Club, how long has it been in existence? Give us an idea of the evolution.
Existence, it birthed in my head one night in high school, senior year. And then basically, I believe that if there's not a space that you like, or you feel like you don't have a space, then you make space, you create that space, right? So coming to Hampton University, basically I was playing chess with one of my good friends, Charles, co-founder and vice president of the HU Chess Club. And I just told him, I want to create a chess club. I started playing chess during COVID. A lot of stuff was going on.
Wait a minute, you started?
I started during COVID,
That's when you learned.
2020.
Wow.
The first time, so chess, right? That's how I got into it. I'm a very competitive person. I love to trash talk. I'm trash talking very bad to a friend, Russell, and he says, I found something I can beat you in. He sits me in front of a chessboard. Like, what is this? He teaches me how to play chess. Then he says, let's play. And he trash talks me through the whole game, right? So I feel terrible.
Who won?
He won, of course. I had to lose chess every single day of the month until I learned that chess is more than a game. It's a life tool. I believe that the most efficient way to win is to lose, because losing is the only way you can learn. And that's the only way that I try to teach with the HU Chess Club. And going back into it, coming to Hampton University, meeting up with Charles, telling him I wanted to start a chess club, I had the idea of just having a collective group of Hamptonians who's going to play chess. Not a lot of people played chess at first. It was just me and Charles playing in public. Then eventually people would get in. And then Charles came with the better idea where, let's teach people how to play chess. So with me being a more competitive guy and Charles being a more educational guy, we blended and made the perfect match. And within a year's worth of time, we amassed around 400, or I think 300 followers on Instagram.
Good.
People before would just wave it off. And now we have people walking up to us saying, hey, can you teach me how to play chess?
So you all use a social media platform
right.
to get the interest.
Right. So Instagram, the HU Chess Club, that's what we use to kind of promote our activities and events that are coming up. Our Chess Nights is a special that we do. Basically every Friday night, or maybe 2 months or 1 month a night on Fridays. We have our Chess Nights with our social events. We may play like Bug House. Bug House is a fan favorite at Hampton University. We may play something like Silent Chess, or we may just socialize and network and get to know each other over a game of chess.
That's great.
Like I was saying, it's more than a game, it's a tool for life. And I believe that's why even our business classes and our strategic analysis classes, they have chess as a unit. But I found it kind of weird how there wasn't a strong chess organization. However, I'm sure you know Dr. Cradle. Dr. Cradle's love
He
for
hired
chess.
me at
Yes,
FAMU.
yes. So Dr. Cradle is someone who believed in the mission. Rest in peace. We're doing this for him as well. Yeah.
So with Hampton, you came all the way to Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
Tell us about the journey of getting here.
Yeah. So with the HU Chess Club, we came across many complications from faculty, staff, and students. You know.
Not faculty, couldn't be faculty.
we came through a few complications. However, I'm not going to say we never had support. We get support. Of course, we get support. However, when it came to this journey specifically, we had an issue more of timing, and we couldn't afford to make it here. However, the Atlanta alumni, Ms. Carla, President Williams, they made sure that President Williams of the Hampton East Coast Alumni Association, they helped us get here. They paid for almost the entire trip. We got a Greyhound on. This tournament takes place the 20th and 21st of April. On the 18th, I believe that's Thursday, that is when we found out that we'd be able to go to this tournament. They funded us almost completely. We got on the Greyhound and we rode 22 hours. 22 hours on that Greyhound to get here.
That's with all the stopovers and meals.
With all these stopovers and meals and everything. It took us 22 hours on that bus, almost non-stop, just getting to know each other. And I really love my chess team. You know, I want to shout out Taylor and Tequila. I want to shout out Jalen. You know, last semester I brought Jalen to ODU, Old Dominion University. We played on the chess tournament there, and he didn't know how to move a single piece. And he's doing amazing now.
Good.
You know, I really want to shout out my entire team because I couldn't have done this without them. We couldn't have done this without them. This wouldn't be what it is if we weren't here.
Well, this is quite a story. But you were here last year.
Yes.
And you seem to have a lot more players now than you had last year.
Yes. So we have amassed a large growth of followers since then. You know, our members then was maybe about 40 on 40. Yeah, I think we have around maybe 100 currently, and that's not more than 100. That's my vice president telling us we got more than 100. Maybe around 200. Tight.
And what's the core group that is consistent?
You know, so the core group currently, as we were training for this tournament, is the chess team, as well as Ethan. We have two Ethans. I want to make sure that their names are heard, as well as Chris. You know, so I want to shout out those guys as well.
So that's quite a big group. Probably one of the largest student groups on campus.
Yeah, so our motivation was last year, going back to the last year tournament, we only had 5 players, and 2 of those players we taught how to play chess in about 2 weeks, and they still were able to go in and win, right? The issue is we added them in because we didn't have enough players to make a team, right? So we just started grabbing friends and things like that. However, with this year, because we gained such a faction on Hampton University, we were able to bring a lot more people, as well as again the Atlanta Alumni Association, Ms. Carla, making sure we can afford to bring so many people. So
give us your impressions about this event. This is the second event.
Right.
Hopefully there will be a third. What's your overall impression of this event? What has been your experience here?
So the first event was a lot more social. I say that, a lot more social with the other groups. However, this event, it's like Ms. Carla was saying, it's a time I won't forget. The bonding that I've done with my team has been absolutely amazing. The competition here, for example, last year, I feel like it was just us versus Howard, to be honest with you. However, coming back, Morehouse, Incat, Howard, Spelman, FAMU especially, that guy's killing it out there.
Caleb.
There's some competition. We're playing hard. We're playing hard out here. I'd say that this one I definitely prefer over last year, just off of the Atlanta experience as well. It's been great.
And we hope to have it back at an HBCU next year.
At the university.
For the historical significance.
At the university.
Maybe that's a possibility.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, a lot of the HBCUs are down south, and then you have the contingent up north.
Right.
You have a couple in Midwest.
Right.
But is that something that you can see as a reality, hosting?
I can see it as a reality. I can definitely see it as a reality at Hampton University. But even after the tournament last year, I went and did my research to see what other people think of things like that, and I was seeing that schools in the Midwest, I can't remember, but there's an agency in St. Louis apparently.
Yeah, there's Harriet Stowe.
Yeah, they were saying they wanted to come. There was rumors that it may be hosted there. It was just rumors amongst us. But I'm very excited to move to other regions and get more HBCUs involved. But the mission of the chess club is to put chess into black communities, to promote it among black communities. That's what we do this for. So to see it spread for more black communities to get in. And again, of course, for us to network with other HBCUs, this isn't just a one-time college thing where we're playing chess. This is a lifetime experience.
And then you all can make connections,
right?
Those in other HBCUs.
Exactly.
Because once you all graduate, you all are going to be out here networking and trying to do the same thing.
Exactly.
To make progress in your careers. And so this is more than just chess. This is a social experience, and hopefully you make good contacts with the other students as well.
Yes.
So you all are going back later on.
We're going back right after this tournament.
Right after this.
Right after another 20 hours.
And I didn't ask you, what are you studying at Hampton?
Electrical engineering major, material science and engineering minor, and I want to go into the field of technology commercialization. So thinking about like nuclear energy, for example, we use those to make nuclear bombs, right? And then, however, we then took that data and somehow made the microwave, right? So in the middleman, how are we turning anything into something that can be commercialized for society for good use? And then philanthropy is my end goal.
And maybe at the HBCU chess classic, we can have a recruitment fair to get high school students interested in more HBCUs. I think it's an overlooked. I think parents overlook HBCUs because maybe there's negative views.
We also have to remember, looking at black people in society, not a lot of us go to college. So there's not a lot of us that can have a real opinion because they never went. However, I can tell any black high schooler or middle schooler that is interested in going to college or university, at HBCU, you get no opportunities like you would at an HBCU. The relationships that you make with faculty and staff, you can't get that at a PWI. And that's truthful. Maybe there's an HBCU that you want to go to that you won't get accepted into, but that doesn't mean give up on the HBCU. It's really family. You should go.
And on that note, we're going to end the interview. That was beautiful. That was a beautiful way to end the interview. I wish you all the best in your career. And also shout out to Charles, who's the cameraman here.
Vice President
and also the co-founder. And
next year's president.
We hope to see you all next year at the HBC. Maybe it's at Hampton.
Maybe.
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 But we're going to sign off. This is Daaim Shabazz, the Chess Strong, and we're signing off in Atlanta.